Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to bake are peanut butter chocolate sandwich cookies. So let's get started. In a large bowl, what you're going to do is you're going to put in 2 eggs that have been at room temperature in your bowl. And either with your stand-up mixer or your hand mixer, just start to beat them in your bowl. And then you're going to be adding, either you could use butter or you can use margarine. It's really up to you. We're going to put that in, and that is 1/3 of a cup. And I'm going to beat the butter with the eggs. Again, keep in mind, if you prefer to use margarine, the recipe is going to come out fantastic. And then beat that on high. And it's probably going to take you, 2 or maybe 3 minutes or that type of thing to really beat it in, but I'm going to move it along due to the video. And the next thing you're going to put in is peanut butter. And you're going to need 1/2 cup of that. Now, if you want to use chunky peanut butter, go ahead. This particular batch I'm making with just the creamy peanut butter, and of course any brand that you prefer for that. And then we're just going to beat that all in together till it becomes smooth on high. To make sure to get to the bottom of my bowl and work those sides to make sure everything is combined. And let's see what we have so far. Okay, now that has beaten up quite nicely. There we go. Now, it's not going to be your traditional peanut butter cookie. If you are looking for a more traditional peanut butter cookie, I do have some recipes on my channel, so please check it out. What we're going to put in, believe it or not, is a cake mix. Now, you're going to be able to use yellow or white cake mix. It's going to be up to you. These cookies are surprisingly so good, no one's going to believe that there was a cake mix involved in this. And then just start beating it on low or medium, whatever you feel comfortable with, till it starts to form your cookie dough. So I'm just putting a little in at a time. And again, any brand of cake mix that you prefer. Put a little bit more in here and beat it in. As the cookie dough becomes thicker and heavier, of course you're going to go to a higher speed to get everything combined. I'm going to put the rest of the cake mix. This particular mix I'm using is yellow batter, or yellow cake mix, I should say. And to finish up, you're just beating it till it all comes together, that you have a traditional cookie dough in your bowl. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to take my spatula and make sure it's well combined and I have everything off the sides of my bowl. And it will look like this. Really just your traditional cookie dough, okay? These cookies, by the way, smell fantastic when they're baking in the oven. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to need, of course, a cookie sheet or a cookie pan. And you'll want to lightly spray it with whatever spray that you prefer for that. And then just take about 1 inch. I take a large heaping round teaspoon of the dough on a teaspoon, about 1 inch ball. Just form it in your hands, and you want to place them at least 1.5 inches apart, and try to make them the same size so they're as even as possible, because don't forget, you're going to make a sandwich cookie out of it. They look a little too big, you just take a little out and then roll it. Let's do just one more. Now you're going to render anywhere from 16 to 18 cookies on these. Now you're going to put them in an oven at 350 degrees, and they're going to take you anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. Now you're going to bake them up to a light golden brown, and around the edges they will have some cracks on the top of them. That's going to be perfectly okay. And then don't forget, take your hot cookies and then put them on a cooling rack till they cool. Now I want to tell you about the filling for the sandwich cookies. All I really did was I took 1.5 cups of chocolate chips, whatever brand that you want, in a bowl, and I put 2 tablespoons of butter. Now you can use margarine also if you prefer. That's going to be up to you. And then in my microwave, I just melted it together till it became a very like a fudge type paste. If you want the filling to be a little thinner, then try a little bit more butter or margarine. Go to maybe 3 tablespoons or 2.5. It's going to be up to you to decide how thick. I like to have it more on the thick fudgy side, because that's exactly what I want the filling to be on this cookie of the chocolate. Now I have the cookie itself to show you what they look like once they bake up. So they'll have a nice golden brown on the bottom. They will have some cracks on the surface, that's fine. And then take the whatever amount that you prefer to put the filling into your cookie. I would say that's probably anywhere from 1 to 1.5 tablespoons that I've put in. And then just put the cookie together, give it a little twist, and you'll have this beautiful chocolate fudge filling inside this peanut butter cookie. Now I have some to show you that have been made up, and there you have it. You have a peanut butter chocolate sandwich cookie made with a cake mix. Nobody's going to believe it when they taste these cookies, or even to look at these cookies. They come out just beautiful. I'm going to cut 1.5 to show you what the cookie will look like inside. And there you have that beautiful chocolate filling inside of that. Yet you have a moist, semi-chewy cookie. They're not going to be real crisp. They will be nice and crisp on the edges, but inside they're going to be your traditional peanut butter cookie that we're so used to and that we love. So there you have it. Peanut butter chocolate sandwich cookies. Give this recipe a try. I hope you do, and I hope you like it. And if you do like it, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.